guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on my kind of everyday makeup. It is kind of what I've been doing for the last month and a half roughly, and it's pretty much exactly the same thing other than my lipstick changes a little bit and my eyeshadow always changes. My eyeshadow is never ever the same. I am weird like that, and I absolutely love to play with my colors. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you give me a good old thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on that little notification bell if you would like to get the notifications of when my upcoming videos are coming out. So if you guys want to see how I got this fun look and kind of my like everyday look, just keep watching. I'm kind of loving ColourPop right now, and this is the Amethyst Crystal Priming Spray. I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute, and then I take my beauty blender, and then I just kind of pounce. I just kind of blend that into my skin a tiny bit. And then I mix together the Perfect Gleam drops. This is in rose gold, and these are from Annabelle. And then my Maybelline Instant Age Renewal Primer. I realized that I already put primer on with the ColourPop one, but this gives my skin a little bit more of a glow. I'm not using foundation a lot lately, so that's kind of what it looks like when it's all mixed together. And then I just put this everywhere but my eyes. So now that I have my base of what I'm going to be using, I use Shape Tape. Yes, I'm a little bit of a fiend. I kind of have a bunch of them. I have 4 different colors right here, and they're tan, medium, natural light, and light sand. I actually mix some of them together. It just depends on how much coverage I want, and of course what base color that I'm dealing with at the moment. Some of them are really good for when I don't have a tan. Some of them are great for when I'm wearing foundation, and then some of them are great for when I'm not wearing foundation. So today I'm going to be using the medium and the light sand. First, what I do is I take the medium and I put a little bit of that here. And then I take my beauty blender, and of course I just blend everything in. I have a little bit of texture going on right here, so I like to cover that up. And then if there's any zits, I cover it up with that one as well. And then I'm going to go in with the light natural, and I'm going to use a bit of that. I usually use just the light ones underneath my eyes. Sometimes I like to brighten up areas like this, but I'm going to kind of like to blend that in a bit more too. This hides my bags and it brightens it up a little bit, as well as it gives me a bit of coverage just where I need it. Which usually is where I've got like texture and of course my bags. My skin's pretty even, so I don't normally have to wear a lot of foundation, and I do like foundation, but the last couple of months I really haven't been wearing a lot of foundation. So that's kind of what it looks like. I like to blend in my nose there, so it kind of covers everything. I like to go in with Ben Nye's banana powder, but I always put it in a container like this just because it's easier to get. So I just dab my beauty blender in there and I go for it. Put that underneath my eyes just to brighten it up a little bit. And then for the rest of my face, now that everything is kind of set, I like to use the CoverGirl loose powder in medium translucent medium. It gives me a little bit of a color, so that's what it looks like there. So I'm just gonna dab my huge fluffy puff in there, and I'm gonna beat my face with that. And I do bring it down here a little bit just because my neck and my face aren't exactly the same color. So I like to let the banana powder sit a tiny bit more, so I'm just going to let it sit there for a second. You can see it's a little bit lighter in here now. Love it. And then I move on to bronzer, and right now I love the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. It's got SPF 15 in it, and this is in the color Ticket to Brazil, and it's huge. I paid like $3 for this. It's insane. I love this. I use this on my Morphe Morphe MB4 brush, and it's a slanted brush like this. I know it's dirty, sorry, but I do this all the time. So I just put a little bit on my down here, and then I kind of bring it all down on my neck so it looks like I have a bit of color there. And this bronzer I use just to give myself a little bit of color. I just kind of place that there. I don't actually do any contouring with this really, I just kind of place it on the areas there. I need a little bit more color. So you can see I've kind of bronzed in here a little bit, and then I probably need a little more in here. Okay, so I think I'm bronzed enough. And then I use my, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to write on this one, it's coming off. This is my Morphe R3 brush, and that's what it looks like. And then I'm using the Butter bronzer. So I just kind of tap this in there, and then I use this one to contour a little bit because it's quite light compared to the other one, and I like to have a tiny bit of contouring but not too much. And then I just use a slanted brush like this to blend this section in. And then I move on to blush, and right now I've been weirdly loving this. This is an Ulta Beauty blush, and this is in pink nude, and this is what it looks like. And this is just a unicorn brush. So I've been using this one with another one lately. So I just put a little bit of this on my face. It's a little bit too light for my skin tone. It gives me a little bit of a color, which is nice. And then I've been using my Galiforna from Benefit. And I just kind of take my brush and I swirl it in here, and then I just pop a bit of that's a little bit too much color on my cheeks. I'm just gonna add some highlighter. So back to my Ulta. This came in a pack, but so then I like this. It's called Fresh Glow. A brush that looks like this. I literally got this on eBay. I have no idea. What it's called or what brand it is. It's literally all the paint is chipping off of it, but this is one of my most favorite brushes for doing highlighter. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm just using a spoolie to spoolie those out a little bit. I kind of brush them up and then over. Obsessed with this. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with a crayon right now, an eyebrow crayon, but this is the e.l.f. eyebrow crown, natural brown. I've been doing a little bit more of a natural eyebrow lately just because it's easier and it takes less time for me. And because I like to keep them in place for most of the day, I do use a brow gel, and this is just the clear brow gel by Ulta. I got this in my 12 Days of Beauty, so if you want to see that, that is up and there, so check that out. That is pretty much it other than mascara for a regular look. The difference is I don't use the same eyeshadow ever. I don't have the same eyeshadow as my everyday kind of easy kind of look. I have been reaching for the Smashbox Draw In Decked Out palette. I always leave the house with eyeshadow on unless I'm not wearing any makeup. So like this will be my easy go-to rest of my face look, and then my eyeshadow is usually like I love eyeshadow. The amount of eyeshadow palettes I have is kind of nuts. If you guys want to see a video on my eyeshadow palette collection or which ones I think are better and like the ones that I love and the ones that I could probably live without, leave me a comment in the comments below and I'll actually do a video for you guys. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. My eyelids are already prepped. So this is the Quo All Over Shadow Brush, and this is what it looks like. Ignore the ink on my hand and stained. I'm going to go in with this color here, and it's called Bliss. And I'm just going to put this all over my eyelid and actually all the way up to my brow bone because it's a lighter color. So then I can actually use that as a highlighter for my brow bone as well. So then I'm going to take my Morphe, looks like this. This is an M576 brush, and it's nice and domed. I love this for doing like the creases and stuff like that. So I'm going to go in with this color here, and that is in the color Hang. Just going to put that in my crease. This is gonna be like my transitional kind of shade. So I'm actually gonna use the same brush after that's in there, and I'm gonna go in with this color here. And that is in the color Stone, and it's a brownie gray color. So I'm gonna do the same thing and just put it kind of like to here. Then I'm gonna go in with this is my full spectrum brush from Urban Decay. I like this part. That's the one that's got the 2 on it. I love this one for doing detailed work. So I'm actually going to go in with this dark purple color, and it's called Black Currant. To go in and just add a pop of color right in that corner there, in the outer corner. Just to darken it up also, and adding a bit of a color. And I'm trying to blend this out really, really well. Just in that corner there. Without putting any more of those colors on there, I'm going to go in and just blend a little bit more. And so I'm going to use my Morphe 12S palette. And I'm actually going to go in with this color here. And it's like a nice pinky kind of brownie color. So then I'm just going to use a flat brush like this, and then I'm going to go in and just put that right here. This is the one with the purple on it, and I'm just going to blend that a little bit there. Alright, so then I'm just going to curl my lashes. And on my regular everyday kind of looks, I don't wear lashes very often, my falsies. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. Say the word. The eyes are done, so now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. lipstick. This is just one of these here, and this is, I think, was in Coral, and that's what it looks like. So this is a great lipstick for just an everyday nice look. And then I'm going to use my Becca Cosmetics again, my highlighter. Clean brush, I'm going to grab a little bit and put it on my corners there. Just for a little bit extra pop. And then sometimes I go like this, and it is. That adds a little bit more shimmer to my lipstick, but that's kind of fun. And to finish off, I've been loving this NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. So that is the finished look of my easy everyday kind of look. Again, like I said, my eyeshadow always changes color and never ever stays the same. So, but the rest of that pretty much is everything that I do regularly, other than sometimes I use a different lipstick. So that's pretty much what I've been loving lately. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!